617-830-4750 is the number. Let's go to someone who's been holding for a while and who is calling from a very, very risky area code. When I go to 480, it doesn't always go super well. It sometimes goes off the rails, but I'm going to do it, and I want to go to 480. Caller, who's there?
Can you hear me, David?
I can.
My name is Rod, and I'm from Arizona.
All right.
And I wanted to bring up a recent situation I've been seeing a lot in regards to a couple of different subjects.
Okay.
The first subject is in regards to the recent mass shootings that have been going on. See, I'm ex-Army. I served in the U.S. military for about 4 years, and I'm also a progressive. And I've been seeing a huge skew of conservatives trying to basically talk down and disrespect other people on the left in regards to their free speech and their opinions towards gun control and, what the Second Amendment means, what have you. And I've also been seeing a massive slew of people criticizing people on the left that are on YouTube. For example, there's a gentleman I watch named Dusty Smith from the Cult of Dusty. He was recently criticized by a prominent conservative on YouTube named Barbara Blair White. And basically, what is it with the conservatives in regards to criticizing not the ideology or the ideals of the people in regards to an opinion they disagree with, but directly attacking these people for using their First Amendment right? I just wanted to get your feedback on that.
To be totally fair, you're talking about an ad hominem, right? Which is attacking the person rather than their argument or their idea.
Correct.
It's not just the right that does it to the left. The left does it to the right as well. And certainly when you start losing the facts, when you start losing on the facts, you often will resort to ad hominems and attack, whether it's the credibility or intelligence or whatever of the person making the argument. I think that what's more interesting about what you're pointing out, because ad hominems are certainly nothing new, it's the hypocrisy with which someone will say that the left is attacking the constitutionally guaranteed Second Amendment, but then will immediately attack that person's constitutionally guaranteed First Amendment rights. That, to me, is the more interesting hypocrisy, particularly because those on the right claim to say that this is all for the Constitution and it's all for the Bill of Rights and the Second Amendment. Well, who says that you can stop people's First Amendment right because you don't feel that they have the right opinion on your Second Amendment right? And so that hypocrisy is something I'm very concerned about.
See, my biggest issue in regards to this is you would see people, strong conservatives like Tommy Lahren, criticizing people like Black Lives Matter or the NFL players taking a knee, which is a clear example of freedom of expression.
Right.
You would see multiple times conservatives on Fox News or across, there's multiple videos on YouTube from prominent conservative anti-SJW that are leaning on the Parkland victims in regards to their espousing their free speech in regards to their opinions of gun control. And you're right. I agree that there are regressives on the left that do try to talk down or hinder people, especially like universities.
Yeah.
But I've been just seeing this just astounding of disrespect toward the First Amendment over the last 2 years, especially ever since the 2016 election.
Yeah, I agree with you. And listen, I want to be clear. I have no problem with someone disagreeing with kneeling during the national anthem, right? Like that's just a disagreement we can all have. What I have a problem with is saying that the players should not be allowed to kneel or they should be fired or whatever, right? That's the problem I have. But we can have a debate over whether it's an effective form of protest, whether it's protesting the right thing, for example. But that's because I'm a supporter of the First Amendment, right?
Exactly.
All right. Thank you for the call. Really appreciate it. Thank you for your service
David.
as well.
Thank you, sir. You have a good day.
All right. You too. Appreciate it. This episode of the show is made possible in part by Zipper. That's Z-P-E-R. Zipper is designing a global, decentralized, peer-to-peer alliance through which companies can provide secure, global, and diversified investment portfolios to minimize risk. Zipper's initial coin offering for their new cryptocurrency starts April 16th. Zipper's goal is to use smart contract technology to provide a revolutionary method of funding transactions between borrowers and lenders worldwide. And one of the best potential benefits would be Zipper's ability to allow people with no credit to borrow currency through alternative forms of verifying creditworthiness on the Zipper blockchain. If you're watching this on YouTube, look in the description for a link to their website and links to information about their airdrop and bounty program. This is not financial advice, and of course, everyone should do their own research before spending money anywhere.